Contractor Kev's plan for 20-somethings. And so recently we made a video of what I would do differently if I knew then what I knew now. And so this is going to be kind of a follow-up to that. Like, okay, it kind of sparked the idea, you know, for 20-somethings, what would be a really good plan as a contractor? I have gotten emails and YouTube comments about people saying, well, I don't have any experience, in my early 20s, how can I become an overseas contractor and make 6 figures? And so, quite honestly, just being brutally blunt here, that's a tough sell.
You're just a kid.
If you don't have any appreciable skills to offer the market and you're just a body, basically a human being that can put in effort on something, but you don't have a developed skill or trade or whatever, you don't have a lot of experience compared to a lot of other people out there, it's going to be real hard to get your foot in the door, just being honest about that. So what can you do? And so this is kind of a rough plan, a loose idea. So the first thing I would say is that you either, if you're in your early 20s and you want to end up as an overseas contractor, you've got 2 choices. I would say either join the military, there's the active duty, or the National Guard, which means you'll probably, you know, you'll go off to your basic training and you'll go off for a technical school, but then you come back and you just do your 1 week in a month at a local National Guard armory or base or whatever's there near you. You could either go that route or go get a trade. And so this is something that if you follow, there's a guy by the name of Mike Rowe, and he's the host of Dirty Jobs.
There you go, grab it.
I don't want to.
The dark-colored mats absorb light and heat. Attracted by the warmth, the snakes crawl under them.
So sharp. Damn it. Why? Stop. Rude.
He's the voice also for Deadliest Catch. He does a lot of voiceover work for even a lot of commercials. But anyways, for a long time, Mike Rowe has been pointing out that we as a country got really hoodwinked, and we've been told to fall in love with the idea of going to college and getting a college education. And the problem with that is when everybody does, you know, anything, when everyone goes into one field, it oversaturates that field, and pretty soon that's now worth a lot less, because, you know, it's like, imagine if everyone went into a certain business, whether it's, you know, everyone decides to be a mechanic, or everyone sells house lights or whatever they do. If 20 shops on the same street open up doing that, then there's no value in it. Pretty soon, you know, it becomes a race to the bottom on price, because you can't compete. You're not any different than 20 other neighbors doing the same damn thing. And so that's what's happened with college. And then worse, people are being told to run up almost, you know, just ludicrous amounts, you know, of college debt that they now cannot ever get out of. And so for that reason, if you are the academic type, you are drawn to education, sure, go that route, get your education. But my guess is that if you're watching our videos, either you're looking for a way to pay for that, or you're paying off some of that student debt. Mike Rowe is constantly saying that because everyone's moved away from any jobs that involve our hands and working in the trades, those jobs now have this huge loss of people doing them, and so now there's a lot more value there. And so how this applies in the next step, whether you get military experience or you get trade experience or you go to school and get a degree, the next step is obviously becoming a contractor. That's why this video is on this channel, is becoming a contractor. Once you have either a trade or you have military experience or you have college, now you've got a lot better chance of getting a really good job and getting your foot in the door. And so as a tradesperson especially, what we're seeing in the trades and the overseas contract positions is that we're having to hire a lot of Eastern Europeans. We had tried to go local national, but the problem is with the electrics, and so you got your HVAC, You're in the desert, okay? It's really hot. Everyone needs aircon, and it's just literally thousands of aircon units out there that have to be maintained. And then, of course, there's electrical standards that have to be done. So you got electricians, you got HVAC guys, you got carpenters, you got plumbers, welders, all these kind of skilled trades that are needed, and we simply can't find Americans to do those jobs. Basically, now we go with Eastern Euros because they can be taught to at least try to stick with a higher standard of work. And now we want an American overseeing that work. And so for the trades, you get people working in doing the work, the Eastern Euros doing the work, and the American has to be the responsible one that comes behind them and says, yes, this meets OSHA standards, because you might be overseas, but you're housing Americans and you're on an American base, and so it's got to meet those OSHA standards. And so getting military experience, getting trades experience, or getting your degree. If you're a 20-something, go down one of those 3 routes. Then look to become a contractor, because God, man, if I would have became a contractor in my 20s, dude, I would be so balling right now. I would just have made so much money, even with taking a lot of time off and traveling and doing whatever. I might have done some stupid things and like made some stupid purchases in my 20s, like buying a Corvette or whatever, but you know, it still would have been, that would have been, God, what a route to take. But yeah, so that's Contractor Cash plan for 20-somethings. If you're thinking of emailing me and saying, I just got out of high school, how can I become an overseas contractor? This video is for you. But also if if you're in your 20s and you're just kind of lost trying to figure it out, which I certainly was there at some point in my life as well, this is a good way. Like I said, it's just pick one of the 3 paths before you and then segue into becoming an overseas contractor. All right, best of luck with that, guys, and we'll see you next time.